Hello, YouTube fam. They were playing Titania's gigantic tokens built around Titania's Command and Jetmir. Titania's Command is a new card from the Brothers Ward, which is a 4 generic and 2 green sorcery, 6 total. That reads choose 2 amongst 4 options. Here are the options. First option is exile target player's graveyard. You gain 1 life for each card exiled this way. That's more of a modal option. We won't use that too much in our deck. Option 2. Search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. It's also not an option that we are totally in love with, but it's something you can use. Also, an option is create 2/2/2 green for creature tokens, and the last one is put 2+1/+1 counters on each creature you control, which is the main focus of the deck is to make our deck go really wide and put a bunch of counters on creatures you control and put 4 power into play alone. That gets buffed up double its size, so 8 power total with Titania's Command. And then if you get enough creatures onto the battlefield, you start getting benefits with Jetmir. So Jetmir is a new Capenna card that, if you haven't seen it before, it's 1 red, green, white. So Naya, if you have 3 creatures you control get +1/+1 in Vigilance. If you have 6 creatures, in addition to the +1/+1/+1/+0 in Vigilance, to get additional +1/+0 and Trample. And if you have 9 creatures, they also have an additional +1/+0 and double strikes. Jetmir is super powerful. And then the rest of the deck is all enablers. So we have Luminarch's Veteran to gain a bunch of life while we put creatures onto the battlefield. Gala Greeters does a lot when you get creatures onto the battlefield. Join the Dance creates 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. Catilda turns all our humans into ramp spells. Wedding Announcement makes more humans for Catilda, and obviously just makes a bunch of tokens. Adeline, Ginny Faye, Squee, King Darien, Fable the Mirror Breaker. All of those creatures either make tokens or help pump tokens to get a lethal board. We're really not interactive with our opponent with this deck. We have a Ganjo and a Baseju, but not too much otherwise. So we're really trying to execute our game plan and hoping that's good enough. So let's see if it's good enough in the games. Okay, we're going first. Our hand has a Luminarch Veteran in it, so it can't be that bad. But also thank you to Aether Llama for sending this deck in. If you would like me to play your deck on the channel, please submit it in the Google form sheet down below. But anyway, we'll keep this, and we'll start off on this Brush Land, Luminarch Veteran. We'll gain some of that life back we're taking from these Pain Lands. Hopefully we'll draw a 2-drop here, like a Gala Greeters would be pretty good, honestly. Wall Sleeper from our opponent, okay? It's a Kenzin. We'll attack. If they want to block, we'll play the back half of it. And, yeah, we'll get the farmland down. Opponent's going to attack. Let's see if they pump. Looks like they're going to. Means we can get down a Wedding Announcement next turn. Yeah, that would have been good last turn. Yep, getting down this Wedding Announcement. And next turn, if none of our creatures die, we'll get the first Jetmir bonus of Vigilance. Yeah, we're going to not block here. See what our opponent has. Go for the throat for our veterans, sure. And now that that's the case, I think we're going to Gala Greeters and then play the back half of the Luminarch Veteran. We'll attack first. And now we're going to pay a little bit of life there. Question is what mode we want to use in the Gala Greeters. I think we want it to get bigger. So the next turn we can attack through this Evolved Sleeper. And I'm not really feeling like we need... I guess next turn we could use exactly 1 token to play Jetmir and Catilda. We'll do that. Should have enough colors of mana for that. So we have a red here, green, white. Oh, green, white, green, white. Okay. Yep. And I don't think we want to block the Evolved Sleeper. Oh, okay. We're going to gain some life here. Play our own veteran here, and then the Catilda. Take some damage, but gain it back with Luminarch Veteran. Rebuild our board. Hope to avoid another Wrath, another Brotherhood's End. If we can avoid that, that would be ideal. Get this Jetmir down and start attacking. Fable, sure. So they might have another Go for the Throat type effect here if they're going to leave it up. They're just going to use it now, okay. Yeah, I think we have to start getting in there with Jetmir. Pay with a red. Give our creatures vigilance so we can be blocking as well. One decides they're going to block. Probably means they have removal for this Jetmir. They would need exactly 5 mana, burn down the house. Next turn, they get punished by this Luminarch. But I'm not sure we can beat burn down the house anyway at this point, so I think we're just gonna, we're just gonna cast it. See if they discard 2 cards, that means they might not have it. If they don't discard any, they might have it. 1 card, not sure what that means. Okay, they have some targeted removal. End of Mishra. Okay. Well, Titania's Command isn't bad for sure. That's why it's in the deck to draw it now. Alright, boars and +1/+1 counters. And a big attack. It's lethal, so our opponent has to block. And now our opponent's really in the back foot. They're going to need a Wrath or something to get out of this. Go for the Throat's a good start for them. Still have a lot of power coming at them, though. An Evolved Sleeper that cannot level up, which they're going to have to chump block with. Probably. Alright, we'll cycle this to start. There's a Jetmir's Garden, so we'll plan on cycling that end of turn. Opponent's going to block with both as needed. We'll see what they draw. We have this Jetmir's Garden we could cycle. Opponent has a land. And that should be GG's. Alrighty. Good start with Titania's Gigantic Tokens. On to the next one. Okay, our opponent goes first, and this is just a horrendous hand. So we'll mulligan that. This is a great hand. But we'll keep and put back this Rock Fall Veil, I believe. So we can still play a Join the Dance on turn 2. Do we want to do that, though? So maybe get value of the Ginny Fae. I feel like we do need to play the Join the Dance on turn 2. Considering on turn 1. Opponent could definitely be on mono blue. Mono blue is kind of the fun place of the format. So opponent passes. I mean, if our opponent wants to counter a Join the Dance, we're probably pretty happy about that. So we'll see if they want to counter it. Impulse, okay. Next turn we can King Darien if we want. We can Fable. We have some options. See what our opponent does. Probably just going to pass with mana up. Catilda. Okay, so whatever we play here is probably going to get countered. We have Fable countered. Probably. And our opponent probably views the Fable as a must counter more. So we'll attack first. We're going to play the Fable. In case you want to play a Fading Hope or something here. It's a spell our opponent pretty much would like to counter every time, so seems that they do. It's the part of the game where your opponent starts being able to double spell and it gets kind of difficult. Okay, Planar Plains. If we get this Catilda down, we can start casting other things, so we'll try that. Thirst for Discovery and Response, okay. So we're going to be able to resolve a spell here. The question is, do we want to resolve this King Darian or the Ginny Fae? Honestly, I think we'd rather get down this Ginny Fae. Not sure. They could have a Fading Hope here. Not sure. We'll get down the King Darian. Opponent definitely could have a Fading Hope here. See if they do. Could be a Consider, could be a Fading Hope. If it was a Fading Hope, they want to use it now. To take one less damage. Okay, doesn't have it. This is the turn they're probably going to be able to play Hadijin plus whatever. Keep up mana. We have a pretty large graveyard. Opponent's thinking about it, though. So next turn we can maybe get a Ginny Fae down, plus a Join the Dance. Make some 3/1s or 2/2s or something. Opponent in the tank. Hadijin coming down, sure. See if they pass. They do. Get a Jetmir down. If they play and make this pair, I think we'll pay. Not going to pay for that. Get a Join the Dance down, though. And we'll also cast the Squee, since we have the mana to do so. Doesn't make this pair that could counter the Squee, but gets graveyard value. Go and pass the turn. Building quite a big board here. Another pump spell or something here would be pretty good. Opponent might have a Fading Hope and they're deciding what to use. They didn't have it last turn. Thirst, sure. Another Hadijin, okay. Alright, now we're going to want to draw something to break through here. Titania's Command would be pretty good. No attack from our opponent. It means they think they can kill us next turn, probably. think we want to get active here. Attack with a bunch. Leave up the Catilda and King Darien effects. See how our opponent wants to block. They only have 1 man up, so they have to be cognizant that we could potentially have... Oh, actually, our plays are face up. Yeah, our opponent should be able to make a pretty swift decision here. Okay, opponent doesn't know about the Catilda pump. It's gonna... The Hardijan's gonna need to squee. Let's say flip out the back, okay. And yeah, I think that means we're dead. Got him down to 4. Couldn't quite kill him. Opponent just needs 1 spell here, and it's GG's. Alrighty. GG's. Mono Blue. Fun Police. WRX00. Really trying to police the fun here. GG's. On to the next one. Okay. We kept here. Opponent is named Stormbringer. It's close to Storm Breath. Storm Breath is one of my favorite cards of all kind. Storm Breath Dragon, that is. If our opponent's playing dragons, they have the dragon energy. Yeah, Swamp does not indicate that they are. Tap with Luminarch Veteran and pass. Get this wedding announcement down next turn. Opponent looks to be playing mono black. Underdog shirt. Don't want to attack. Want to just get as many creatures as we can to the battlefield to get Jetmir going. Being in the play is pretty helpful. It means we'll get a lot of wedding announcement tokens in before potential Invoke Despair could occur. Less Cordier, sure. We're definitely not blocking here. I think we just want to be mana efficient, cast this Jetmir, and pass. Definitely possible we lose Jetmir next turn, but we'll have the King Darien for another Wrath, and we can do King Darien and Boseiju in the same turn. Okay, another removal spell for the Jetmir. Still not blocking here, though. Another Luminarch Veteran, okay. Yep. The King Darien. I think we need to get as much damage in as we can, so we'll attack here. Draw a card, and if they have any enchantment or anything or artifact, we'll gladly blow it up with the Boseiju here. We can't do it now. So we're gonna sacrifice King Darien. Give our creature tokens indestructible and has to prove until end of the turn. Liliana, okay.
When I win, you're telling me
What will they want to do?
about the Raven Man.
We would love to draw a Titania's Command. That would put us in a pretty good position here. See what our opponent wants to do. Probably not going to attack with their Flesh Gorger, if I had to guess. Opponent's thinking about gonna make a sack.
One of your friends has to
I think we want to try to get the flying half of Veteran down. To pressure this Liliana. And then, yeah, we're kind of flooding out, so we're just going to pass. I don't think we'll play any lands past this point now, so we can keep up stuff to discard to Fable. Opponent plays a Gixian Puppeteer. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. When it dies, return another target creature card with mana value 3 less from your graveyard to the battlefield. They don't have that in the graveyard right now. Yep, and discard the Forest.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Obviously, we could Besage this Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. It would cost us some life to do so, though. We'll be able to kill this Liliana next turn, though. Opponent's got the bigger board. So we could trade a human for a Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. But that means they can get it back with a Gixian Puppeteer if it dies. I think that value is too good to give up. Question is, do we want the Luminarch Veteran on his backside yet? I think we want to keep the Luminarch Veteran in play. Gain a life from the Phantom. We'll get Liliana at least, which would be good. Besage can kill his Mishra's Foundry as well if need be. Ooh, that was a good one. Do we want to just play Titania's Command on boars and counters? I think we do. Yeah, boars and counters. Make some big old creatures. And kill their Liliana with the Phantom and attack them both with the Veteran. We have drawn the command at some timely spots so far. So we'll see how good it is here. Opponent could obviously block with this. Well, they can't this turn. It costs 2 to activate. So they cannot block with the Mishra's Foundry. So we're going to be able to kill their Liliana here and send both of these at face. Opponent's probably going to need to draw something this turn. Opponent gets to decide if they want to trade Gixian Puppeteer with Veteran or Human. They choose Veteran, okay.
I'll be back with friends.
And they didn't have any creature cards with mana value 3 or less. You can't get the Flesh Gorger back there, so we'll go ahead and pass. Now opponent could probably leave Mishra's Foundry up to block as long as they don't have a like an Invoke Despair, something that would cost all their mana. Now opponent's going to be on blocking duty with the Underdog. Another wedding announcement. We're good with that. So we imagine our opponent's going to try to double block with a Mishra's Foundry plus an Underdog on one of these 5/5s. But as soon as they fire it up, we're going to kill it with the Besage. Up. Opponent doesn't block, okay. Opponent down to 1. I think we want to keep the Besage up on this Foundry. So we'll pass. Draw our card with a wedding announcement. Opponent being at 1 and blocks off any potential blitz of an Underdog. They have a swamp, and that should be GG's. Alrighty. Getting through mono black. On to the next one. Okay, we're going first, and this hand is definitely good enough to keep. Jetmir's Garden's going to do some heavy lifting for us. We're going to be able to play this Catilda on turn 2 into Wedding Announcement on turn 3, which is going to be nice. Into Kingarian and Wedding Announcement on turn 4, I believe. If my math is done correctly, nothing is dead. If we draw land as well. Okay. One F is Cockatoo. Okay. Starting off there, we have a Titania's Command, which can gain some life. So we'll see if that's needed. Is it? So maybe like an Iconoclast deck? Indeed, an Iconoclast deck. I think we're just going to use this opportunity to get our wedding announcement down. Pass the turn. Opponent's going to go pretty wide. Catilda has protection from werewolves. Opponent not likely to play any werewolves this turn. Balmor. Okay, this is basically the exact deck we've played on this channel. And Swiftspear. So next turn, we should expect a huge attack from our opponent. If they attack with the third path Iconoclast, their attack would be so big, I think we would need a double block on it. Okay, just with the etchings, no block there. So I think the plan is to live this next turn. We're going to play the wedding announcement and King Darien. Our opponent's going to swing out at us. If they can't kill us, then we'll probably be able to kill them with Titania's Command the next turn. Probably not, because we'd have to tap one of our creatures to do it. We'll see. We'll see. Definitely starts with just playing our spells, though. Gives us some agency to block. If we feel like we're going to die. Another land there for our opponent. They did mulligan to 6, so... Oh, Impulse, that's a good one. That's a good one for them to have. Creatures are gaining trample this turn. Play with fire. Can't kill our King Darien. Lightning Strike certainly could, though. Okay. Yeah, so definitely gonna sacrifice this, give our creature tokens hexproof and indestructible. Can attempt to double block something. Just double block the Swiftspear so I can do as much damage as possible. Opponent has play with fire next turn. We have Jetmir. What to do? We could obviously just make a huge board this turn. We could also play Jetmir this turn. Give our stuff vigilance. Opponent just has to play with fire next turn to give their stuff. Make it go wide. I think we just want to make a big board. So yeah, we're going to play this Titania's Command. On 4s and +1/+1s. And pass the turn. Flip a wedding announcement, have a huge board. Next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures, so we'll have Trample, Vigilance, and Double Strike, as long as we don't lose anybody. Okay, Fading Hope's one of our guys. A pretty good draw, Fading Hope was. Now they have a play with fire, left a card on top. We have a lot of good blocks across the board here, though. They have to use this play with fire, so I imagine it's going onto this human or my face or something. They scratched on top last time. I imagine they'll do it again. Creatures they control have trample. See how they attack. Just with the Balmor, okay. So we can cast. So let's see. We play this Jet Mirror. Our creature. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be 8. And this is 9. So I think, yeah, we do want to play the Gala Greeters. Okay, so it has to be the Catilda. Gain some life, but now we have Vigilance, Trample, double striking creatures that are going to get all over our opponent, and this should be GG's. Genmir pulling us a win here where we probably weren't going to win it otherwise. Obviously, Titania's command was big there, getting our creatures to a size with which they obviously would not even be close to otherwise. Should definitely still have our opponent dead here, though, by a very lethal margin. Okay. Yeah, opponent dead. I don't think they wanted to do the math themselves, but yeah, lethal was the outcome of that math. So, alrighty. GG's. Let's head to the wrap-up. And we're back with the wrap-up for Titania's gigantic tokens, and the deck performed pretty well. We got off had a fair few wins there. In that last game was pretty impressive with a Jet Mirror and Titania's command combining to take down Balmor Iconoclast in a game in which they drew actually pretty well. They did mulligan to 6, but they drew pretty well. But we were able to just sit behind some big creatures, draw timely Titania's command, draw timely to have a timely Jet Mirror in hand, and draw Gala Greeters to make us be able to have 9 creatures and get the full bonus from the Jet Mirror. Again, I want to shout out Aether Llama, who's the author of this deck, who submitted their deck in the I Play Your Deck Google form in the YouTube description of this video. The deck was a lot of fun. Compared to some of the other decks I've played on the channel, there are some decks I would say that would be more competitive on average for the ladder. This deck would have, I think, a hard time with, what I would call the fun police of the format, like mono blue. We did beat mono black. But I would expect anything like Grixis or something that just has an absolute pile of removal, blue-white control if they could play any farewell or anything. I would expect decks like that for us to struggle with, but it's a super fun deck, and if we're just playing, aggro, or playing against aggro ourselves, or playing against something that doesn't have as many removal spells for exactly everything, if we can land a timely Jet Mirror, you can obviously still win games. There's a lot of powerful cards in this deck still, but I'm just trying to be realistic about the win rates you could get with the ladder. But as far as fun rates, I don't know. I don't know if we have a better fun rate with any other deck, and it's still what's the most fun part about it is you're playing a deck it's fun to play, but also is competitive enough where we feel like you're in every game. You're just one draw away from getting it out in certain situations that we drew pretty well in this video. So your experience may differ, but it is really nice to be able to play a deck with such high impact late draws and just a fun overall game plan. So yes, shout out again to Aether Llama for submitting the deck, and until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.